in the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cowboys offense will have the first possession of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build their confidence.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big lunch.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And now on second down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes him talk to the hand. The Cowboys get it past the sticks.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They try to pop a run on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down here for the offense. They'll test the right side. Running with power. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. The back goes in motion. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies up.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, you know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes over, feed him, and get the 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Hand off from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next counting. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. Dances away again. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Keeps the legs moving.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Cowboys have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. Now on the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Looking for a block. It's John. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in, it's Weeks. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Caught in the backfield. It's Petty. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's John. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Steps away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by... Inside the pocket, you're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
He'll pull it down. Nice move there. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The running back has it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, 4th down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes in Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Terrapins are marching down the field.
For a first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
Oklahoma State.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. On second down, wants to throw it. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looking for a man. It's Anger. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick tempo here for the offense. Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Open.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. Sweet feet on the move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Here comes the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff into the ground.
Caught close to the marker. It's Wheeler. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got it again. Across the 25, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Kevin, any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Just trucks through it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's still 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Anger. He lofts one down the sideline. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Looking to throw.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Anger. This time it's complete. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! They want to see if they can score the deuce. Snapped it in the shotgun. Might be looking to run. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds a man on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down. You get out of bounds. You work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To throw, it's Anger. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires on the move. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun. Pressure coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Takes the handoff. It's Roy. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they stop him. He's not able to get there as he is ridden out of bounds. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.